seeking for a non-custodial arrangement by the court.
You said house arrest.
Exactly. I don't mind house arrest because I'll defeat them. In this court, I'll defeat the federal government of Nigeria. Yeah. The whole world will see it. Where is the treasonable felon? Where is it? All these years, journalists are shouting, treasonable, treason. What's the treason today? It's gone. In some way, this terrorism charge will go. I'm thinking of another capital offense that can charge me with. Maybe, I don't know, impregnating the wife of somebody. I don't know what other thing they're going to charge me.
Are you saying you are innocent of all these charges?
The federal government, they know I'm not guilty. My only guilt is that I'm fighting for my people. And I will fight for them.
Okay, so last
for justice.
One of APC support group don't call on President Bola Ahmed TINUBU, say I beg make it free NNAMDI KANU and other agitators. May I not talk too much, so I just pray make TINUBU listen to his own party supporters. As you're watching, please just listen to this man, share your thoughts in the comment section and spread this video so that other people will see this recent development concerning.
The court is also entitled to change its mind as well, depending on the strength of the argument.
Thank you.
So we hope that they'll change their mind.
They are using it to do experiment against us.
Exactly. So there is no way we're going to allow that to happen. My rights must be respected.
Is important.
My right to fair hearing must be observed and
understand that. They brought him to Kenya into this dock and allow him to talk without his
You were talking about your health condition. What exactly is wrong with you, sir?
I have congenital heart failure. Congestive heart failure is called. From the medication, you can tell. So they're basically trying to keep me alive. So that when they calculate that I'm about to give up, that my heart is about to pack up, they will now say go. So when I go outside, I will die outside. That's what they're trying to do.
The medications they've been giving to you, has it not been working?
It's not working. If it's working, why would I have all these lumps underneath my...
And he has written a petition to the Nigerian Medical Association where they brought one quack doctor, somebody who is not a doctor, to treat him.
To come and try and treat me.
But up to now, they have not...
They don't know what they're doing. And they know they don't know what they're doing. Or else, why would I have this?
As long as it remains in DSS custody, there won't be
no trial.
So what is your application before the court? What do you want to do?
Is seeking for a non-custodial arrangement by the court.
You said house arrest.
Exactly. I don't mind house arrest because I'll defeat them. In this court, I'll defeat the federal government of Nigeria. Yeah. The whole world will see it. Where is the treasonable felon? Where is it? All these years, journalists are shouting, treasonable, treason. What's the treason today? It's gone. In some way, this terrorism charge will go. I'm thinking of another capital offense that can charge me with. Maybe, I don't know, impregnating the wife of somebody. I don't know what other thing they're going to charge me.
Are you saying you are innocent of all these charges?
The federal government, they know I'm not guilty. My only guilt is that I'm fighting for my people. And I will fight for them.
Okay, so last
for justice and fairness and equity everywhere.
Last question. Has your family been able to...
Anybody using IPOB to commit crime is a criminal. It's not part of this family. Our family is based on 4 cardinal points. You must be without fear before your enemies. You must speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. You must help the poor and those who cannot help themselves, and be of good character that God may love thee. That's who we are.
So what will be your words to those out there in the East who are killing in the name of IPOB?
That they are criminals. They are criminals. They are not part of this family. We are called a family for a reason. We've come to serve our people, not to enslave them. Anybody conducting any type of activity that contravenes the welfare of our people is a criminal and must be dealt with.
Thank you very much, sir.
Any form of violence or subversion in the name of Biafra is not part of this family. Our family is noble. It's called IPOB. It's all over the world.
So you condemn anything that has to do with killing?
In total. Why would I kill?
And violence.
People have sacrificed my parents for them. Why would I want to kill any other person after that?
Anybody who's committing...
The court may not be the solution of the above matter if lasting peace is to reign in the nation. Bringing this matter to the round table for intensive negotiation surely would engender the peace, harmony, and unity in diversity that we all have persistently craved. In a country with various distinct ethnicities like Nigeria, it is and ought to be an all-pervading preoccupation of everyone to seek ways of encouraging those things that will bring us closer together as a nation. This is even more so in the existing atmosphere where there is a mutual suspicion and widespread crisis of marginalization. Our dear President Bola TINUBU should therefore consider alternative dispute resolution, mechanisms like arbitrations, cancellations, and mediation in some of these cases concerning these our agitators in the country. ADR refers to any method of conflict resolution that take place outside the courtroom. It involves processes and techniques of conflict resolutions without litigations and empower parties to work together using a framework to amicably settle complex issues. Our dear President, needs peace and unity to function optimally. Therefore, anything that will give him peace is highly welcome, and that is what we're seeking to see in this our dear country. Looking at the political atmospheres in Nigeria today, there is a palpable tension in the land with a huge portions of it having tribal and religious undertones. This could only provide uncomfortable foundations for the current festering and growing pocket of banditry, militancy, and other type of unrest. Political parties and gladiators are already aligned and realign because they felt that the interests of their people, regions, or religions are not being adequately protected. I can tell you for free, though, that most of them are actually aligned for their own selfish interests and not for the interests of the masses. They are simply taking advantages of the current uncertainties in the land. Resolving some of these matters that are in court can only help in sanitizing the atmosphere, since it is a fact that early resolution of a dispute will immensely help in healing old wounds and in nation building. It will also help in this instance in promoting peace and unity. That is what we need ultimately in this country today. We need peace, we need unity, we need to work together, we have to look at ourselves as we're all one, we're all brothers from indivisible and indissoluble nations under one God. It will also help in the instance case in promoting peace and unity. I can draw your attention to Section 17 of Federal Court Act and Section 174 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, provided that the parties can explore alternative options for both civil and criminal matters when it comes to situations of these natures in our dear countries. I, in my own opinion, believe that in getting last solution to our challenges facing in this country, we need to strictly adhere to what we call arbitration, mediation, and cancellations, where everybody will come together, put our opinions together, and work together as a one family. Like the treason matters involving Omoyele Sowore, leaders of revolutions, Now Movement, and the presidential candidate for 2023 elections, and also the terrorist cases against Bello Badejo, leaders of Miete Halla, Kaute Hori, both cases which the Nigerian government have withdrawn, which in my opinion is a very, very commendable for peace in this nation to reign. Because we believe that when two people are having disagreement in some certain areas of concept of life, the best option to do is to seek for peace, is to seek for unity, is to have what we call collective opinion of individual, and let us have a common basis for development of these dear nations. One thing that is certain is that it is never in public interest for cases to drag on interminably, especially such high-profile cases. They can only make a lot more long draw out the sentiments that lead to the institutions of the cases. Cases that last for years, sometimes even decades, can only surreptitiously or otherwise erode public confidence in the judicial system. Let us always remember that judiciary is generally regarded as the last hope of common man, which I personally believe. If we are to be perfectly honest, one of the major drawbacks is the snail pace at which some matters are disposed of in our courts in Nigeria today, notwithstanding all the effort that the justices have been put in place, which is very commendable. Since it is generally believed that justice delay is justice denied, this inordinate delay in our courts is the reason some people think twice before heading to the court to seek justice. Recall that Oliver Wendell Jr. once famously remarked that courts are court of law and not court of justice. So do you blame people when they appear skeptical of our law courts? I therefore urge President TINUBU, dear President of this country, to watch out for the little forces that spoil the vine while trying to hold Nigeria together as one indivisible nation. I advise that Nigerians should be patient with our dear President TINUBU Aswaju. He met up an unjust society, and it is not easy to arrange a system that had already collapsed before the advent of his administration. It is clear beyond shadow of doubt that our President Tinubu inherited unjust society. And when you inherited unjust society, it became pretty difficult or very cumbersome for you to play a magic within a while to manage the situations and get a desired result. We as Nigerians, we have to be very patient with our dear president to look inward and see how he can arrange unjust situations in met Nigerian ways. The problem of these countries are our few elites who puts their interests on the first line charge instead of the interests of the masses. And that is why Nigeria is having snail speed movement in terms of development, in terms of all the challenges we're facing today. And we must have to tell ourselves the truth, and the truth must be told. Even if the leaders of the whole world today, let's say American president, Britain president, French president, France president, will come to Nigeria and be a president today, it cannot be easy for them to develop the way their countries are developing. Because in Nigeria, the scenario is different from what you operate and we always see in the West developed world. In the West developed worlds, there is what we call just society. And Ilkoparo clearly stated that you can't build peace in an unjust society. For you to build peace in an unjust society, it takes the grace of God, it takes the peace. It takes a while for it to happen. And how it happens, it has to be through arbitration, mediation, and cancellations, and putting up all the parties that are aggrieved together and find a lasting solution to the grievances of each party and make directions as to how the future of the country is going to be governed in a peaceful, in a way that everybody that is a citizen of the country will enjoy his right of a citizens as a citizens of their nation, Nigeria. Nigerian problems are the few elites, just like what I said.